right now we'll just go over the type of muscle contraction, what kind of tensions are being produced, and their efficiency scales. So when you want to think about type of a muscle contraction, efficiency, you have to say E stands for efficiency. There is two general types, and E is under the isotonic. You have isotonic and then isometric. So isotonic and then categorizes into concentric and eccentric. So eccentric is where your the outside force is helping you. So your muscle actually lengthens. For example, the outside force is usually gravity. So eccentric is very efficient. There is an outside force that helps it along, or like you're trying to go. So just think of like an old lady who's like slowly like goes into the chair. So that's like eccentric muscle contraction. As the force increases, the muscle length increases. And so outside force causing movement. And then the next one is isometric. This is where you're doing internal tension, but nothing, no movement occurs. Just think of isometric as in like a ruler doesn't really shrink or grow. So for example, if this chair was stuck to the ground and I tried to lift it up, my muscles will be working, but there will be no movement. And then the one that's not very efficient because it uses ATP is concentric. So just think of it that you have to kind of contract and you kind of have to concentrate, so it's not very efficient. So this is if I'm lifting my books from off of the ground and into my hands so I can walk over to class. That's when your muscle shortens with an increase of force. And then there's some vocabulary that I like to say. The muscle load is how much resistance muscle has to overcome to contract. And the sticking point is where the muscle has the lowest leverage advantage. So you just think of your body as a leverage. For example, a lever, if it goes down, it has a lot of leverage. But then when it gets equal to about here, that's the sticking point. It has the lowest leverage. Okay. And muscle load, how much resistance muscle has to overcome to contract. Yeah, that's it.